Hello, brave, wonder-filled soul friends. I hope you are doing well. It's a blessing to connect with you. We are all worthy of moments of happily ever after. Happily ever after is not the end of a story. It is the moments within the story where we are allowed to just be fully there, fully present, fully radiant, fully vibrant, fully absorbed in the power of the present moment. We are all allowed infinite moments of happily ever after. Happily ever after doesn't come at the end of the story. It's the moments throughout the story where we choose to be present, where we choose to see the beauty, where we choose to claim our worthiness. Our infinite moments of happily ever after are waking up in the morning and feeling the gift of opening our eyes and knowing that this day has never, ever, 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 ever happened before. A moment of happily ever after is stepping outside and feeling the sunshine radiating through your eyelids, beaming onto your skin, and feeling the connection with the vibrant sun, this miraculous burning star planet thing that's like super far away, but we somehow experience it here and now every single day. And somehow it appears every day, like clockwork. Like the universe doesn't have a clock, and yet somehow the sun still shows up for us. Maybe it's hiding behind clouds, but it's still there. It's still in the sky. It's still creating daytime. That's so amazing. That's a moment of happily ever after. Eating food, looking at the textures, seeing the vibrancy of it, knowing that you are abundant and worthy of feeding yourself, knowing that you have options. Maybe not a lot of options, but even if you have 2 things to choose from, that's amazing. That's a moment of happily ever after where you get to be present with your worthiness, present with the moment, present with your mind, body, spirit, as your mind absorbs the experience and your breath breathes into your spirit and your body takes this gift of nutrition and energy. Moments of happily ever after are all throughout our day. Seeing our pets, our cats, our dogs, seeing a bird hop around on the grass, hearing the frogs at night, hearing the crickets chirp, hearing the birds sing. Whatever backdrop noises of nature we can tune into if it's available to us. Backdrop noises of nature, the pets, feeling the texture, feeling the fur, looking in their eyes and feeling the connection. That's a moment of happily ever after. Seeing the skies change in all their miraculous ways, knowing that the way that the atmosphere is today is not necessarily the way the atmosphere is tomorrow, and each month it's changing and morphing, and there's this miraculous pattern, and yet every day is new and different, and it's just like amazing. And to just be present with that is a moment of happily ever after. Expressing yourself is a moment of happily ever after. Looking at yourself in the mirror and realizing that you're a real human being, worthy of being a real human being, worthy of exploring this miraculous, extravagant life as a real human being. That's a moment of happily ever after. Breathing deeply and feeling the molecules of the air glide through your miraculous being and flood your system with the power of breath. That's a moment of happily ever after. Breathing deeply, feeling your belly expand, feeling your rib cage expand, feeling your collarbone lift up, and knowing that there are infinite miracles inside of you fighting for you at every moment of every day. And you don't have to do anything. You don't have to control it. You don't have to be present with it. You don't have to prove your worthiness. You don't have to fight for it to happen. Your being is already fighting for you because you are already worthy. That's a moment of happily ever after. Hugging a loved one is a moment of happily ever after. Writing a poem, listening to a song, looking at a flower. These are moments of happily ever after. And you are worthy. You are abundant in your worthiness. Your worthiness is so extravagant and so miraculous and so expansive you cannot possibly even begin to comprehend it. And this is simply the truth. It doesn't matter if it feels true. Feelings are not the truth. Feelings come from our neurophysiology, which is based on experience and survival. And we are more than our experiences, and we are more than fear-based survival taxis of unconscious landscapes. So feelings are not truth. They're valid. They're always valid. They're always allowed. And they're always clues of consciousness. But they're not the truth. The truth is you are love, light, and miracles. The truth is you are worthy of infinite moments of happily ever after. The truth is that your time to shine is now, here and now. The power of the present moment is more extravagant than you can possibly comprehend. So don't try to comprehend it. Just be present with it. Just be present with the power of the presence. Just be present with the power of presence. Just be present with the power of presence. You are already worthy. You are already enough. You don't need to prove it. You don't need to explain it. You don't even need to understand it. It's simply there as truth already. And anything telling you otherwise is just a memory from experiencing unworthiness. A memory of a feeling is not the truth. I'm going to repeat that. A memory of a feeling is not the truth. When you feel a sense of unworthiness, it's your unconscious system recollecting an energy inside of the body that once experienced unworthiness. Memories of feelings are not truth, so don't listen. Be present with it. Validate that this is what your being is experiencing, but don't agree with it. Don't say, I feel unworthy, so I must be unworthy. I feel unworthy, and I am worthy. They can both exist. And the more you speak that into reality, the more it will become the truth, because you'll create a new memory inside of your body that can help shift the experience. So many of our feelings come from memories. So many of the ways we make decisions come from memories. And we don't always need to go back and rewire the memories. That is one way to heal. Absolutely. But sometimes it's even more powerful to create a new memory. Create a memory of worthiness by speaking worthiness to yourself. Create a memory of worthiness by speaking worthiness to yourself. Feelings are valid. It doesn't make it true. And you are worthy of infinite moments of happily ever after. So keep fighting for your rainbow. Don't stop. Now's not the time to stop. Now's not the time to quit. Don't you dare. Don't you dare lose hope in yourself. Don't you dare lose hope, my friend. Don't you dare lose hope in all that you are. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Don't you dare lose hope in all that you are, because what you're experiencing is not your identity. Your experience and your identity are not the same thing, and I'll talk about that in another video. Your experience and your identity are not the same thing, so do not equate them. Just don't do it. The mind will play stories, and you can be present with it, but you don't have to agree with it. I'm noticing my mind is telling this story. And I love myself, and I am worthy, and I am enough, and I am okay, and I am allowed, and I am worthy. You are already enough as you are. And I really, really, really encourage you, challenge you. I double dog dare you to find moments of happily ever after in every day. Every morning, set an intention to find a moment of happily ever after. And then at the end of each day, journal 3 moments of happily ever after. And they don't have to be big things. And they don't have to be a moment that lasted hours. It could be one thing that happened for 1 second. But the more that you do this, the more your mind will attune to your worthiness and attune to the power of the presence to notice these moments as they unfold. Our mind isn't looking for beauty. Our mind is in fear. And we get to rewire that and reroute that and reprogram that. So create moments of happily ever after by setting an intention in the morning and journaling about 3 moments every night. Altogether, it'll maybe take you 5 minutes, and it can change your life. I love you so much, and if you would ever like to connect with me through a consciousness consultant call, please shoot me a message. It would be an honor and a blessed privilege to connect with you along this healing journey of life. I love you so much. I believe in you. I am cheering you on. The best is yet to come, and you are already worthy. Mwah. Much love, soul friends. I'll see you again soon. And please do message me if you would like to connect. It would be a blessed honor.